A new record label has just started operations, the launch of which I've been looking forward to very, very much indeed. And one of the gentlemen involved in the running of the label is with us tonight, so may I welcome Elton John. Many people say that they are inhibited by record labels and just the amount of time, for example, that one gets in.
No, well, that's the reason why we set it up. The whole reason for starting a record label was to get away from the, well, you must record an album in 15 hours type syndrome, and also we give most of our artists get at least 10% record royalties, which is very, very high.
What kind of problems have you had? Have you had many problems actually setting it up yourself?
Well, finding offices, for example, was a huge problem. I mean, you just can't sort of... It doesn't really happen overnight. We had about 12 sites that were great and 12 sites that fell through because they didn't really want to lease it to a rock and roll record company. And the point of starting the record company was to encourage people who've got that spark of potential, to sort of encourage them onwards, because I needed that when I started off, and I really didn't get it half the time.
What does this result mean to you, getting to the third round?
Well, we don't know until Monday, do we? It's great to get to the third round, obviously, but judging by our past draws in the Cup this year, we're probably...
Ladies and gentlemen, Elton John. When in fact did you the first time in your life, start to play piano? Can you remember the first time you played?
Oh, when I was about 3.5 to 4, I played the Skater's Waltz by ear. Much to the delight of my parents, who grabbed me and said we could make a fortune here.
Did they really?
No.
In fact, your father wasn't too keen on you going into pop music, was he?
No, he didn't. He hated me going to pop music. He wrote me a letter when I was 16 saying, I think, you're an idiot and you're better off in Barclays Bank because this thing you're doing is absolutely stupid and you're going to turn out to be a wide boy. Well, I was already about 16 stone, so I was a wide boy already. So...
You also played piano in a pub, didn't you, as well?
Yes.
What kind of training was that?
Fantastic.
Was it?
Yeah, I used to play every Thursday, Friday and Saturday and Sunday for a year. I did it at the Northwood Hills Hotel. First of all, I started off just playing without... I sort of just play the piano and not sing. And then I sort of earned a little bit of money, so I saved up and bought myself a little amplifier and a microphone, and then I started to sing. It was all Jim Reeves songs in those days, and Cliff Richard. So I was going, I love you because you understand it. And it went down a storm. I thought, God, that's... Yeah.
Do you feel, or do you think that you're going to end up a kind of sort of a middle-aged ex-rock star, or what?
God forbid, no. I hopefully got 2 or 3 years left where I can have a good time. As long as you're having a good time, then you're okay, and I am.
The British top 10.
Yeah.
I know lots more in the States. What do you think makes a hit?
I really don't know. I really have no idea. If you knew what's going to make a hit, then you could probably write them all the time. I'm not the sort of songwriter that writes all the time. I just write twice a year.
What is your method when you write a song?
It depends which way I'm writing. If I'm writing to lyrics first, then I'll just get the lyrics and then write the song, the melody to the lyrics. And if I write the melody first, then I can contribute some of my own lyrics, because I'm not very good on lyrics. Then someone will finish off a couple of my ideas. So that's quite handy. I mean, I write both ways. So.
And do you do one song when you're inspired, just straight through?
Oh yes, usually. I don't usually take more than half an hour actually when I write a song. Because I don't really write that much. I don't go around with the piano all the time, as it's impossible. Anyway.
Yes.
Just thinking of melodies. So no, if I starve myself from writing,
Hello there.
How are you?
Pleased to meet you. What an amazing place this.
Thank you, thank you.
Gorgeous garden.
Yeah.
A bit different from our Blue Peter garden.
A little bit bigger. Percy Throne might have a problem there, I think.
Yeah.
I'll show you around if you like.
I'd love to.
Okay, come on.
Elton uses the latest electric vehicles to get around his gardens. We started by passing his other fleet of cars, quite a bit bigger.
Amazing collection of cars.
Yeah.
How many have you got?
About 12.
And this is what his success is all about. The corridor of platinum, gold and silver discs, just hundreds of them from all over the world. His albums alone have sold up to 80 million worldwide. A far cry from when he was a young unknown musician called Reg Dwight. And this is where all those songs are written.
Right. Amazing collection of antiques you have here. It's like being in a museum.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
me is the oldest object, probably. As a kid, I always spent my pocket money and collected things as a child. So when you start collecting things, no matter what value they are, you tend to increase your knowledge.
What would you say to someone starting off in the business?
If you have 100% belief and faith, and you create your own luck, and you only create your own luck by being positive in life, then I think something will happen for you.
Michael, want a lift?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's watch the video.
Elton John's
making their first appearance in the final by 2 goals to 0.
and Sherwood didn't collect, and the goal is given. I guess that's why they call it the Blues. I don't think I need to introduce this gentleman over here. Cliff Richard, welcome.
Thank you so much. Will we ever forget it? That very first show?
No.
And somebody sabotaged my talk with you. Let's have a quick look at it, just to remind ourselves of all that... anything could have happened. Anything. Do you remember? Game on. Honestly, every time I see that, because anything could have happened. I could have fallen forward into the piano, done a Mike Gaffey.
You're supposed to fall into